the form of the deity, right? Then you have a Christian revolution that follows that, where the idea that sovereignty inheres in the individual is distributed to everyone, right? Everyone, male, female, criminal, non-criminal, murderer, rapist, taxman, you name it. Sovereignty inheres within them, and it's on that soil that our whole democratic culture emerges. These unbelievably archaic ideas first acted out, right? First embodied in ritual, first dramatized, then only told as stories, developing more and more coherence over stretches of time of thousands of years, not hundreds of years, but thousands of years, becoming more coherent, becoming more pointed, becoming more relevant with regards to their embodiment, then starting to become understood explicitly and distributed through the entire society. And it's on that ground that our world rests, not on the ground of rationality as established in, say, Europe in 1500. What we have is much more profound and solid and deep than any mere rational construction.
I'm pretty sure I'm successful.
It's a form of government, an equilibrated state, so to speak, that's a consequence of an emergent, if not evolutionary, at least social evolutionary process. And I would say that it stems much farther back than that, because you can imagine something like this. Look, if this ideal personality that should be sovereign is represented by the optimal combination of creativity and traditionalism, say, if that's the optimal combination, and if we're prepared to regard that as optimal, if that's what you perceive when you perceive someone that you respect and admire, then you could say that success in our social hierarchies is predicated on the degree to which you actually embody that combination. And then you see an interaction between individual success and this social construction that would be an interaction that extends over centuries or even thousands of centuries, so that as these ideas become more and more developed, we become more and more adapted to embodying them as a consequence of evolutionary pressure. So it's not just cultural, it's also biological. So our political presuppositions rest on a cultural basis, which is unbelievably archaic, resting in turn on something even lower than that. And I think examples of that are those that I provided you with already. We know, for example, that chimps who have to live in the dominance hierarchy are very aggressive, especially the males, but they're also very cooperative. So the males who are aggressive spend a substantial amount of time repairing social boundaries in the aftermath of an aggressive incident, because they're just as concerned with keeping the bloody hierarchy intact as they are in climbing it. They have to be. And we know that even wolves won't kill a subordinate wolf once they've defeated it. They allow the subordinate wolf to maintain its own existence, right? They have this notion, this procedural notion, that even those entities that appear insignificant,
Low battery.
May, in some manner that's beyond speech, still contribute to the integrity of the whole. And that's an idea that's very much similar to our notion that sovereignty inheres in the individual, right? We've taken freedom no matter what you do, even if you're in clear violation of the law, your rights remain intact, because no matter how outcast you are and how apparently beyond redemption, your existence may still contribute something to the integrity of the whole. And as far as I'm concerned, that doesn't appear to be a metaphorical idea. If you dismiss it, you cannot dismiss it without simultaneously dismissing the ground on which our states rest. And so then you have to ask yourself, are you willing to do that? And if the answer is no, well, then you have to start to question what it is that you actually believe. Because if you buy the doctrine of natural rights, which you do, you act it out, then all of this follows in its wake, or it rests on sand, and it bloody well better not rest on sand.
Better be real flame under there.
Mr. Peterson.